Hello everybody, I'm Doug. Welcome to the Auditory Vinyl. This video is the third episode in record labels A to Z. So this would be episode C. There was a lot, or is a lot, of record labels that begin with the letter C. A lot of them have, come and gone. And again, I'm not showing the popular ones, so no Columbia or Capitol or Casablanca or Chrysalis or none of the big ones, but there's tons of other ones. And some of the really small ones, it's pretty hard to find any information or enough to even worth talking about. Some of the ones I am using, I couldn't find a lot of information on, but I'll show you which ones I did pick. So Chancellor Records, based in Philly. They jumped on the teen idol craze of the 50s and 60s, and one of their big artists was Frankie Avalon. This is the Puppet song. Get it right side up here. There's the label, and all these labels have different variants, I guess, designs. So this is actually a later one. One of their original ones is just like plain block letters on a solid color. But Bob Marcucci was one of the co-founders, and he would seek out these good-looking kids that he thought would make him money, and he found Fabian by accident. Basically, this guy, if I read it right, this guy was having a heart attack, and Bob Marcucci stopped to see what was going on, and this kid, who was the son of the person having the heart attack, was standing by, and he just kind of forgot about the guy having the heart attack, went over to this kid and asked him if he wanted to make some music and be a star, and the kid was Fabian, and the ambulance was there taking care of his dad having a heart attack. But anyway, the movie Idolmaker was based loosely on Bob Marcucci. I think it was in like 1980. Pretty good movie, but anyway, kind of went off. Chancellor. Claudine Clark was one of the last big hits for Chancellor Records with a song called Party Light. There you go, Chancellor Records. Frankie Avalon, Fabian, the two big names for them. Colpix. It was the first recording company for Columbia Pictures, and that's where they get the name Colpix, Columbia Pictures. Started in 1958. Nina Simone, Lou Christie, Tommy Boyce. They had a #1 hit with the Marcells version of Blue Moon. Also a Johnny Angel by Shelley Fabares, however the hell you say her last name. They also did a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoon music on their records. This particular one is Jimmy Darren, Angel Face. Colpix was discontinued in 1966, and it was replaced by Coal Gems, which another C label, and Coal Gems was the primary label for the Monkees. Next, Co-Ed. Came out of New York City in 1958. Mostly East Coast doo-wop style stuff. This is Modern Girl by The Crest. Also had Riviera's, The Duprees. Their big hit was 16 Candles by The Crest. Their last record was 1965 till they gave it up. Yeah, Co-Ed. And then Chart Records, country music label formed in 1964. Lynn Anderson was the big name for them. They also had Red Sovine, Billy Craddock, Del Wood, Junior Samples, if you remember the big chubby guy on Hee Haw. He was on Chart Records. Here's one version of their label. Chart was primarily after teens and people in their early 20s, until they kind of got taken over. Gusto Records took over every artist except for Lynn Anderson, and then Sony took Lynn Anderson because, you know, moneymaker. Chelsea Records. Wes Farrell started them in 1972. Their big hit was Daddy Don't You Walk So Fast by Wayne Newton. Also had Lulu, a band called Jigsaw. There's their label. I saw a thing that said Rick Springfield was on Chelsea, and that must have been early, or maybe his 45s were on it. I'm not sure, but I have a few Rick Springfields, and they're on RCA, which took them over in 1977, which makes sense, but I don't know. I don't know why they would list Rick Springfield if he wasn't actually on there, but it's the internet, man. What are you gonna do? So there you go. There are letter C's. I actually have a few others sitting here. I might as well show them to you. The ones that I couldn't find a ton of information on. I mean, some, but here's Cub Records. This is Jimmy John. Crest Records. This is Carol Kay. And Cadence Records, which pretty much all I could find was that it was all Andy Williams. So there's three other ones. Well, there you go. That's it for letter C. Letter D might be kind of tough. Decca is about the only one I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure I can come up with some more. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the music.